ACP for life, bro. You only did cap if you were illiterate and stupid. Why did cap become a thing anyways? Because people are stupid and couldn't figure out which letter their buff started with. They need some simple acronym because they're kindergartners who can't think.
And wait till he's in a good spot. Who's got the...
Alright, now here's why CAP versus ACP. CAP is utterly superior to ACP. Now, CAP and ACP, what's the difference? They're both the same letters. CAP is the arrangement of buffs and reallocated is spelled cap. ACP is the arrangement of buffs organized in alphabetical order. Now, his claims are, you only did CAP if you were illiterate and stupid. And his second claim was, people are stupid and couldn't figure out which letter their buff started with. They needed some simple acronym because they are kindergartners and can't think. That is his mugshot right there. That is his actual mugshot. He looks like he needs some sleep. Now, debunking his first claim. Now, it already makes zero sense. People who utilize the CAP damage method cannot be illiterate nor stupid. CAP gamers took advantage of the fact that cap is already an existing word, thus making your brain do less work. His claim that illiterate people use CAP is a contradictory statement. Cap is a word. If they were illiterate, they couldn't spell cap. ACP would have become the most preferred method in LFG. Now, here's a chart I conducted over Reddit. I wasn't able to get many people, but the fact that I got as many as I did is already impressive in itself. Now, most talked about how CAP was often used on LFG. That's pretty amazing, isn't it? You know, for illiterate and stupid people. Now, it already is the majority over ACP, right? Because CAP is just so much more well known, but they're both on the equal level playing field. Moving on. Debunking the second claim. His second claim, don't get me started, already has so many discrepancies. To begin with, if people couldn't figure out which letter their buff started with, ACP or any acronym for that matter wouldn't have been created, right? Secondly, ACP and CAP are both inherently simple acronyms. Both have 3 syllables, and there are 3 letters, and those 3 letters are the same letters. They also work interchangeably. I could have used ACP one day, and the next day, CAP. Now, I wanted to point out here that Sweatcicle has a lot of nothing burgers within his claims, and he says that CAP gamers are stupid, and he uses that word a lot, like twice. What does that mean? What is his definition of stupid? Less skill? Lower IQ than average? Calling CAP gamers stupid for using a different organization of letters is a nothing burger, and it isn't really a critique towards CAP or ACP for that matter. Why CAP is so superior? I love ACP and CAP, but why no PAC? Now, it all has to do with pattern recognition. Pattern recognition is a process in which we use multiple senses in order to make decisions. Even if we come across a door we've never seen before, we're almost certain to recognize it as a door and thus know how to use it, right? If I use my pattern recognition with CAP, I use my brain and all the connections I have. Bottle cap, hat cap, no cap, cap limit. I already have so many things to visualize the word CAP. Now, that's the key to the success and efficiency. It's already in a word. It's already got so many associations with real life items and applications. It sticks in your mind more because you already know the word cap. I will use cap on a different daily basis, like give me my hat cap or where's my bottle cap. It's easier to remember as well. Now, ACP isn't as efficient as cap because of pattern recognition and connections in your brain and associations. It's got no associations or connections to real world things. It's easier to remember things when you associate a certain thing, topic, word, person with an item. Now, ACP is an acronym. It's just not a word. you can't connect ACP with any other words as you can with CAP. Now, here's why NASA is so memorable versus ACP. Now, NASA, you can connect NASA, you can associate NASA with space, Neil Armstrong, the moon landing, America. Now see, it's thundering outside. I don't actually know if that picked up, but it's thundering. Anyways, it's also harder to remember. Like, ACP just isn't as iconic as CAP. Now, here's my final. CAP is superior. It's easier to remember, it's got multiple connections, and it's already a word. It's superior because of the way that it can be remembered and accessed easier and more efficiently than ACP because of all of the connections. It's a word, it has different meanings, which strengthens the connection and associations, and it can be visualized in multiple ways. Either way, whether ACP or CAP work, they both are valid ways to complete the encounter. Now here are my sources. Go ahead and take a look. Everything will be credited, including the song, in the description. Have a good day. And now, Mr. Sweatcicle, with those many eye bags under your eyes, I suggest, I'm no medical professional, but I suggest that you get many hours of sleep. You look like you need many hours of sleep. You look tired, my friend. Not my friend. You're not my friend. You like ACP. Just kidding. Haha.